There's a big scandal that Maggie found, and it involves you.
Truly? Bring in that magnifying glass. Well, well, well. It seems I am in high demand.
Huh. That's one way of putting it.
Enough chit-chat. Word on the street. You've been calling someone in this house counterfeit.
Me? Why ever would I make such an allegacious allegation?
We know it was you. We have evidence.
I challenge you to produce it.
You asked for it. Stepford.
Hi, Scandelabra.
Scandalabra's face falls.
Oh, drat.
Remember last week when you told me the silverware is fake? It's not real silver, it's counterfeit?
I have a faint recollection of such an occurrence.
I remember it clear as day. You started the rumor, not me.
Answer this allegation.
Yes, well, I was merely causing a stir.
Whether you were just having fun or not, this rumor ends now.
Oh, really? What are you going to do? Debunk it?
That's precisely what we're going to do.
Precisely.
But first, why? Why the rumor?
Why, you ask? Why?
Why?
Scandelabra loses control, looking rather like a harried murderer at the witness stand.
Sorry, I gotta talk about one moment. Alright.
Because it's true. That's why.
Oh, he's doubling down.
I've seen the silverware flaunting his authenticity left and right, and I simply had to put an end to it. When you've got real pedigree like I do, you can't bear to see others pretend they've got the same class.
Quite a bold claim, Scandelabra. Can you back it up?
Why, certainly.
Why not give us your evidence then?
All right, I will. First and foremost, true silver like me shines brilliantly. Have a look and see for yourself. I'm dazzling. The silverware in the drawer is dull, and even has some streaks on it. Second rate, obviously.
What else?
Second, there's no need to mark real silver. It's enough on its own and needs no stamp of approval. The silver in the drawer is all covered with stamps.
So you say. Anything more?
Why, simply listen to the way I speak. Can you question for a moment that such a delicious degree of diction could be achieved by anything less than a genuine article?
Is that all?
I also pinky promise that it's true. All right, no need for further questions.
He pinky promised, Your Honor. He pinky promised.
Case closed.
Okay, now it's personal. Nobody closes my cases for me.
Uh-oh.
Easy, Maggie. Let's all break down this with a level head.
Indeed. Let's separate fact from fiction and flush out the fraud. Where should we start?
How about the issue of shininess?
What's your opinion?
Doesn't silver tarnish?
Precisely correct. Real silver must be polished to bring it back up to its highest luster.
What about the way Scandelabra speaks?
What about it?
He did take pains to point... I don't think his pedantic palaver points to pedigree.
While articulation and eloquence are praised by the prestigious, they are not foolproof signs of anything. And only a pathological prat like the Scandelabra would use it to try and cast blame on the innocent.
How about Scandalabra's pinky promise? That sounds pretty legit.
Naturally, I shall not dignify that.
I think I've heard enough.
Not so fast. You're forgetting one last thing.
Quite so, the supposed stamp.
Real silver is stamped in order to affirm its authenticity. If we look on your bottom, however, Scandelabra, I suspect we shall find something other than such a stamp.
Oh no! Not my...
Maggie slips around the Scandelabra, grasping his coat in one hand.
Oh my god, she's just looking at his ass.
His posterior.
She's looking at his ass.
Aha! There we have it. Not a stamp of sincerity, but the note of a knockoff.
Oh, the shame!
Got you. Now you'd better explain yourself to everyone you spread the rumor to.
And then you can go apologize to the silverware for having besmirched his reputation with your own lies.
Hi, Elephant. I believe that punishment has no place in an enlightened society, and that virtues should be held in a higher regard instead.
Scandalabra's expression goes entirely blank.
All right. I know what I've lost.
He dropped the accent.
I'm not really a so-called Scandalabra. I'm a completely ordinary, cheaply made knockoff from Freehold, New Jersey. I just want to be special, you know? When you're mass-produced, you just get that urge to strike out on your own. Rebel knows how it is.
Shut up, cuck.
Oh my god.
Okay. I left the factory learning that I was essentially a defect from the start. A bum.
There was no need to lash out at the rest of us.
You're right, Maggie. You're always right, Maggie. I've tried to dig dirt up on you, but you're squeaky clean. And for all my digging, all my messing around, I'm sorry. I still kinda get off on learning about all the relations around the house, though.
He pokes the tips of his index fingers together in a gesture that reminds you of the way he used to present to you.
If it's okay with you, I'll just watch and enjoy from here.
As long as no one is getting hurt, and you promise to tell no more tales.
You have my word.
Well then, I'll call this case closed. Stay out of trouble. What is your real name?
Oh, just a completely ordinary candle kind of name. John Wick.
I love this video game.
An utterly ordinary name destined for mediocrity. You're quite certain.
Well, Mr. Wick, stay out of trouble.